How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
And welcome back to Bishop Luers High School. We're about 5 minutes away from tip-off as they keep tricking us. They turn the clock off, they turn it on, and they change the time. And whenever they throw it up, we're going to be here and we're going to be ready. Bishop Luers, they got the roster filled up. Deshaun Bussell is going to be a 6'3" guard. He is a sophomore. And I'm just going to go through the roster. We do not have the starting lineups as of yet. Jason Davis, he is a fresh forward. He is a junior, stands 6'4". Ty Hambright, he wears number 4. He stands 5'11", one of the short guys on the team, 5'11". He's a guard. He's a sophomore. Sidney Curry, the one I'm really curious about. We'll see if he's all that in a bag of chips like I've been told he is. He's 6'7". He's a frontline player, listed as forward and a center, and he is a freshman. Ray Walker, 5'11" guard. He is a junior. J.J. Foster, a 5'11" guard, is a junior. Blaine Cook, 6'6". forward, and if I remember, Blaine's a pretty good outside shooter.
Yeah, he was a good three-point shooter last year. I didn't remember him being 6'6", so he must have really shot up.
He is a junior. This team's chock full of juniors. Trey Underwood, a junior, 6'3" forward. Dan Shank, he's kind of a guard forward. He's a floater. He's a junior, stands 6'4". Ariana Chapman, 6'4", freshman. Forward, it says F right there. Forward, he's a senior. Alex Williams stands 6'2". And he is a swingman, 6'2", guard forward, a senior. And Jordan Banks, who he is a wide body. Bob's right. He's definitely an offensive lineman. And when he decides to camp out inside there or make a little bit of room, he makes a little bit of room.
And when he gets his hand on the ball, on a rebound, you're not getting it from that young man.
On the other side of the ball, the Mishawaka Marian Knights, excuse me, don't seem quite as big. But they have a freshman or two in their lineup also. Kale Sumner, he wears number 3. He's listed as a guard, 5'9". He is a junior. Jake Whitfield, he'll wear number 4 for the Knights. He's a guard, 5'11". Is his height. He's a senior. Tyron King, one of the freshmen on the lineup. He stands 5'10". Michael Hemingway, he's a guard, a 5'10". Sophomore. Daniel Schaefer, a 5'11". Junior. Anthony Blum, B-L-U-M, I hope we're pronouncing that right, is a forward, 6'4". He stands up there. He is a senior. Wouldn't surprise if he's in the starting lineup. Zach Latimer wears number 14. He's a guard, a 6'2" guard. He's a sophomore. Adam Chesh, C-S-E-H is the way we got it here. He wears number 20. He's a guard. He's 6 foot, and he is a junior. Robbie Sink, number 21. He's a forward, 6'3". Coley Quinn, he's a guard at 6'2". He is a freshman. The other freshman in the lineup, Yar Rogers, guard, 5'10", senior. Matt Bernard is a forward, 6'2", junior, and rounding out the lineup for the Mishawaka Marian Knights is R.J. Decker, wears number 32. He is a forward, stands 6'3", and he is a sophomore.
Little interesting tidbits, Kenny. The school was founded in 1964, and they have 691 kids. So I'm not sure if that's around 2A, 3A. I'm not sure that the breakoff is.
I cheated. I looked that one up for you, Bob. That's a 3A. And that's about the same size as Bishop Luers here, if I'm not mistaken. Just 500 or 600 kids here. I'd have to go look that one up and stuff. So things are getting ready to go here. They're down to $1.30 on the clock. Let's take about a 1-minute break, and we'll be back. You're listening to 106.3 FM. WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 FM WRDI, Napanee, Michiana.
The right solution matters. First Federal Bank knows businesses come in all sizes, from family-owned to mid-sized enterprises, all the way to large corporations. And we believe banking solutions should too. Whether you're looking for a way to improve cash flow or finance a multi-million-dollar expansion, we're dedicated to finding solutions custom fit to you. I'm Perry Level. To learn more about First Federal Bank's commercial banking solutions, call me at 260-432-0022 or visit first-fed.com. After all, we're better together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Matthew F. Hatfield, a health insurance specialist for those aged 65 and older, and for those under age 65 receiving Social Security disability. Matt provides Medicare supplement plans, Medicare Part D prescription drug plans, Medicare Advantage plans, dental, vision, and hearing aid insurance plans, and long-term care insurance plans. For taking good care during the best years of your life, call Matthew F. Hatfield at 484-6606.
And they're starting to announce the starting lineups here at Bishop Luers High School. Game 2. Boy, we're excited. I'm going to have to say, I'm going to give a shout out to a friend of mine, Danita Curry, happens to be over in the crowd, who is the mother of Sydney Curry. And Danita and I work together a little bit. Wonderful woman, fun to work with, and a big basketball fan, so you got to like her, Bob. You absolutely have no choice here. So let's tune in to, I think they're doing the entire roster. We just did that, so we'll talk through that a little bit, and then we'll get the starting lineups for you. Jake Whitfield, one of the starters for Mishawaka Marian. Anthony Bloom. Zach Latimer wearing number 14. Jair Rogers. Matt Barnard. So they're going to go 5'11", 6'4", 6'2", 5'10", and 6'2", for the starting lineup. In a good-looking blue and white uniforms, trimmed out with a little bit of gold around the numbers.
Kenny, they have 3 seniors, a sophomore and a junior, so 4 out of the 5 are juniors or seniors. Some experience for Mishawaka Marian. As you mentioned, they're not too big at 5'10", 6'2", 6'2", 6'4", 5'11". It'll be interesting. Bishop Luers is going to have a lot of size, a lot of beef, a lot of athleticism on Mishawaka tonight.
If you can hear this game, it's thanks to our communications sponsor, Dr. Todd and Mrs. Mary Briscoe, the Briscoe Family Dentistry. Their generous financial support helps make this Redeemer Radio broadcast possible. Need emergency dental care? Call Dr. Briscoe at 486-9950, 486-9950. Bob, you got a fast pen. I'm almost caught up with you there.
Number 5, Sidney Curry, 6'7" freshman. Ray Walker, 5'11" junior, played at Northrop last year. J.J. Foster, the coach's son, an excellent ball player, 5'11" junior. Blaine Cook, 6'6" junior. And Jordan Banks, wide body, 6'5", excellent football player, played on the offensive and defensive line. So Bishop Luers with Curry at 6'7", Cook at 6'6", and Banks at 6'5". They have a big advantage on the size, don't they, Kenny?
Banks is a man among boys out there. He's gotten bigger and stronger since last year. From my first look at him, my oh my, he's a big fella.
And he played both sides of the line on football and did an excellent job. And he really, you could tell he hit the weights. So Bishop Luers and Mishawaka Marian. Marian's going to have to get on the boards right away.
Curry and Bloom going to set the tip it off. They got the shortest referee in the city. 2 guys stand 6'6". Curry tipped it to the wrong guy. Whitfield grabs it for Mishawaka Marian. Goes over the timeline, picked up on the defensive side by J.J. Foster, who's actually put on a little bit of weight and muscle himself here.
Man-to-man by Bishop Luers.
Throw it over the top, 3, fake, drive inside the lane, stop, dump, nice drop pass. Curry blocks a shot, rebound, pull it, Mishawaka Marian, missed, rebound, Mishawaka Marian again, way too hard, and the ball hits the floor. Mishawaka Marian comes up with the garbage, so Luers Knights can't get a hand on the rock. Jair Rogers kicks it over to Matt Bernard. He's left wing kind of high. They try to dump it mid-post left side. Banks on him. They just have to throw that back out. He knew there was no room to play offense there. Kicks it out to Rogers. Rogers, this is all the left side of the floor over to Bernard. Barnard out to Bloom. Latimer, they swung it over the right side here. Over the top. Drive lane. Ooh, drug a foot. Didn't get across. Shot short. Rebound. Finally pulled out there by Bishop Luers. And here come the Knights. J.J. Foster gets it over the corner to Walker. Walker tries to dump it down to Curry. Lost control of it, not out of bounds. Mishawaka Marian with the next possession.
Here comes the press. Bishop Luers girls gave Mishawaka Marian's girls trouble. See if the Marian boys can handle the press any better.
Ray Walker on the press. They get it over the top quickly. Only it's a 2-on-2, so the Knights stayed back. Curry and Banks stayed back, so nothing happened. So they're going to have to reset the offense. Whitfield with the basketball, tries to go pick it, and they're looking for a pick. 2 guys didn't, you can tell they haven't played yet because 2 guys are going the same direction. Shot up and in, though. Anthony Bloom kind of puts one up after the communication on the pick and roll on the
The
outside.
bank's open, isn't it, Kenny? That was a nice bank shot.
J.J. Foster with the basketball, pointing at the center of the floor. Mishawaka Marian picking him up at a half-court trap. He gets to Curry. Curry drives the baseline, bangs into a body, and an elbow is going to be called on probably, let's see, I'm going to guess Whitfield. Yep. And he didn't have a choice because Curry's bigger and stronger. Whitfield is only 5'11", and Curry's 6'7", so he get in there and bang bodies. They get it into Banks, over the corner to Foster. Foster kicks it out, back to Foster, over the top to Walker. Walker picks up the basketball, flings it to the right side to Cook. Cook finds Banks, baseline.
Banks had a nice outside shot last year, and he's starting right off again. Nice jumper from about 10 feet.
He'll fool you. He's a big guy, but he can fill it up when he wants to from the outside. And Curry just creamed the guard from Mishawaka Marian. He went up there to try to steal the basketball, and it didn't work.
A little too aggressive, but it's early in the game.
P.R. Rogers down. Rogers only about 5'10". So Curry's first foul of his high school career comes at 5:49 first quarter action. Tie ball game. Basketball top of the key. Trot, shot, put it up, count it. Marnard with a three-pointer. 5-2 the score. Mishawaka Marian up by 3. Again, a three-quarter court trap. They get it to Banks.
Nice
Banks
play.
Down inside to Curry. Curry gets too far underneath. Banks tip. Banks crams it between the glass and the iron, and it's stuck there. So
It was a beautiful pass. I thought Curry might dunk that one. Banks kept the ball alive, but he just couldn't put it in.
Curry wanted to, but he got himself too far underneath the basket. And pressing just a little bit too hard here early in the ballgame. It'll come to him. He'll be all right. Deep three on the way. And it's too deep, hit the front of the iron. J.J. Foster goes in, fights for the rebound. And jump ball is called. Mishawaka Marian's going to get the possession. And as a token pressure, they're going to get serious about it. We got a little bit of token pressure put on by the Bishop Luers Knights. They get it over the timeline. Whitfield just dribbles it over. And
good steal.
Pick and got it. Nice steal and a finish by Ray Walker.
One of the quicker guards in the city's Ray Walker. Good defense.
5-4 your score. Whitfield charges over the timeline, takes a pick. He runs into Jordan Banks, and Banks makes him throw that baby right back outside to Rogers. That, when you're big and you're strong, you stick your arms in the air, they kind of stop right there. Rogers still with the basketball. He's trying to put on a dribbling clinic. Gets to the base.
Nice, what a pass.
Caught the Knights, the Bishop Luers Knights sleeping. Bloom zig through the lane. Nice cut, diagonal cut, easy bucket. 7-4. Mishawaka Marian on top by 3. A little pitch and catch between Foster and Walker. Foster and Walker has it now. Foster loads up a 3, puts it up way long, and Curry with the rebound. Finally gets it under control, hands it over to Walker. Walker thinks about driving, way too much traffic. He fights Curry in the middle. 2 hands, tipped it around, and Mishawaka Marian comes out of the pack with it.
Nice
pass. Put it up, no good. Rebound.
Oh, Bishop Luers got to get on the boards. They got a lot of size, and they're not rebounding right
That
now.
was Rogers with the 5'10", shortest guy on the floor with the offensive rebound. 9-4 the score. Timeout on the floor. And we're going to stay here because we've got 2 people we want to appreciate. One of them is H&L Electric, our travel sponsor, Bob.
Redeemer Radio's travel sponsor, that's H&L Electric, as Kenny mentioned. Specializing in commercial needs for the business community, H&L Electric can handle the smallest to the largest projects for your business. Call Pete Henry at 260-357-0123. That's Pete Henry at 260-357-0123.
And you can help support your Catholic parish or school and help yourself in the process with Notre Dame's Federal Credit Union's Elevate program. Call Elevate at 844-230-6611 or visit them online at ndelevate.com to learn more. So after the timeout, the Bishop Luers Knights come up with the basketball. Bounce pass over to Foster. Foster flips one over to Walker. And Walker tries to flip it down inside to Cook. It's slapped out of bounds this time, again by a very active Rogers, who got the last steal and bucket.
Jordan Banks 6'5", Sidney Curry 6'7". Luers guards have to try to get that ball inside to Banks and Curry.
Foster drives the baseline. Got tied up by Whitfield. And they say jump ball. And possession arrow is going to Bishop Luers' direction. So the guys are starting out offensively about as hot as the girls did. They got 4 points, and we're halfway through the first quarter.
Mishawaka Marian's very aggressive right now, Kenny. And you can tell some of these kids played football because they might be playing on Luers court, but they're out playing Luers right now aggressive-wise.
Walker and Foster pitch and catch back and forth. Play went over the top to Cook, to Walker, to Foster. Foster launches a three. The exact same place and the exact same result. Wide right, easy rebound for Mishawaka Marian. They get it down the floor quickly, kick it out to Rogers. Stop and go move, gets down the lane. Tries to dump it inside. One too many steps without having the ball on the floor. Traveling the call, H&L, the travel sponsor. Gets a little shout out there. Banks triggers the basketball in, and Mishawaka Marian with about, you want to call it a half-court trap? Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. Nice passing. Curry couldn't handle the last pass from Cook. They got it to Cook in the corner, and Curry was down there. They fired a bullet in there, and he lost control of it and rolled out of bounds. So.
3 turnovers for Bishop Luers, 1 for Mishawaka Marian. The key here is if Mishawaka Marian can handle the press and get into their offense. They already have 9 points.
Rogers brings the basketball over, takes a pick from Bloom, and drives all the way
Boy,
to
is
the
he
bucket.
quick, Kenny.
Easy. So, Bishop Luers Knights defense is not on their A game right now. They're
Rogers has 4
4
points, and he's a 5'10 senior.
They get it inside to Curry, tries a reverse layup, no good. Got his
There he
rebound,
goes.
put it up and in. So Sidney Curry got a little bit of strength inside. It's his first bucket of his career. Hatfield quickly down the floor, puts it up too hard off the glass. Banks gets up there and does a little Windex work.
That's his 3rd rebound already.
And Foster with a basketball.
Nice pass.
No look pass to Curry. Curry stripped on the way down. They're going to give him a foul, or they're going to give him the basketball. Let's see what
They're
going
to call a foul, but it's on the floor.
He was fouled by Whitfield, I believe. Nope, they're going to call that against Matt Barnard. Must have got him from the backside. I saw Whitfield with a tomahawk chop inside there. R.J. Decker going to check into the lineup for Mishawaka Marian.
Kenny, would you guess that sophomore looks like he might have played some football?
Yeah.
He's got some pretty good size on him.
Yep. Curry gets a
nice move.
Pass. Easy 8-footer up and in.
I don't know how you lose a 6'7" kid, but they lost him that time.
Whitfield's going to bring the basketball up against Walker. Walker staying with him step for step. Crossover move didn't bother Walker a bit. He's still got the basketball. He finally gets it over to Latimer. Latimer's going to try and take on Cook defensively. Man-to-man for the Bishop Luers Knights. Bounce pass, they get it over here to Bloom. Bloom kicks it back out to Latimer. Latimer holds it, finally finds Rogers. High right wing. They're going to go up back out between the circles, playing pitch and catch. Kind of slinging it around the shell. He get it down on the inside.
Nice hands by Foster. Nice hands
by Foster. As he got inside on Rogers. Rogers made the diagonal cut through the lane while they were slinging it around the shell. Good play by Mishawaka Marian.
They're very patient and running good sets, aren't they, Kenny?
So far they are. I'm impressed with this basketball club, too. 11-8 to score, 1:57 on the clock, and triggers it into Decker, who just checked into the ball game. Give it over to Rogers. Rogers jacks up a three, hits 2 chunks of iron. Curry skies, gets a rebound out of the sky.
That's his 3rd rebound already.
Walker stop and go move, but he runs into a whole lot of blue shirts. So they stop him, and they're going to play a little bit of 2-3 zone. So the guys are moving around, get where they belong to. Foster. So if he throws up another three, I think his dad's going to bench him maybe. Walker, Foster, Cook on the way.
Good looking shot by Blaine Cook. As you said earlier, Kenny, he had a good looking shot last year, and he's really growing, but that was a good shot, and we're tied at 11.
That'll break them out of the press, or the zone, if they can get it to drop a couple more here. Latimer with the basketball, kicks it over to Bloom. Up the top of the key to Whitfield. Whitfield drives down the left side of the lane, gets all the way inside there. Shot up, rolls around, no good. He's fouled by Cook, who he got about a step and a half on the way through. And he should go to the free throw line. Whitfield is a fairly quick guard himself here for the Mishawaka Marian.
And I'll tell you what's impressed me is he sure looks like a hard-nosed ball player. Whenever there's some action, it seems like the senior, Jake Whitfield's involved. He's going to be a load on offense and defense for Luers the entire night.
Made the first free throw, so it's 12-11. The guests are up by now 2 as he makes the second free throw. 13-11, Mishawaka lead by a pair. 1:07 here in the first quarter. Fast first quarter so far for the ball game. Walker behind the back dribble, gets it over to Foster. Foster dumps it down to Curry. Curry tries an interior pass to Banks. Gets slapped out of the hands of Banks and into Mishawaka Marian's Rogers' hands. He does a crossover dribble, stops, pops, puts it up. Ooh,
nice rebound by Mishawaka Marian.
Rebound, Bloom pulls it out of there, gets it back out to Rogers. He finds Decker throws one up way too far. Up the weak side rebound ladder, he puts it up. Curry finally says, I've had enough of this. Give me that basketball. Takes it down, heads it over to Walker down the other end of the floor. We go. Ray still with the basketball. Kicks it out to Cook. Cook, another three on the way. No good. Curry almost got the rebound. Rogers picked his pocket to the backside. Rogers 1-on-3. Be wise to bring it back. And two of our guards tried to sneak around. Rogers didn't know either one of them were there. He stopped the three. They both went to the left side, and he just kept spinning and put it up and in.
Rogers has got 7 points, and Luers has got to use their size inside. They're getting out-rebounded right now.
Yeah, and they better jack it up. We got 3 seconds to go, and I don't think the
and
guys...
Coach didn't like that one. They didn't even know how much time was left.
So that's the end of the first quarter, 16-11 your score, and we'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 WRDI Napanee, Michiana.
Programming on Redeemer Radio is underwritten in part by Bob Busher Homes. Floor plan customization is what they specialize in. Find floor plans, building sites, and read Bob's story on the web at bobbusherhomes.com. Bob Busher Homes is locally owned with offices in Fort Wayne and Angola. For more information about new home building or remodeling, Bob Busher Homes can be reached at 260-490-3355.
A clean office space. Okay, that's an easy choice, and choosing the right company to clean your business is easy too. Sioka's Professional Cleaning is the choice of a lot of Fort Wayne companies because of the 100% satisfaction guarantee. Sioka's does it with built-in check systems to make sure your business is cleaned beyond your expectations every time. First impressions are critical, so make sure yours is always the best with professional cleaning from Sioka's. The best people, the best service. 483-2112 or online at siokas.com.
Our first quarter sponsor is Eisman Property Management. They're a local company that offers owner services for residential properties from a single home to large complexes. If you're a property owner needing a full-time maintenance staff to care for your property, or you just need to find a rental home, Eisman Property Management is here to help. Contact Eisman Property Management on the web at 456rent.com or call 456-RENT. That's 456-7368.
Mishawaka Marian tries to get it inside. Rogers runs the baseline. Bounce pass got to him, but it was taken away by one of the substitutions. Jason Davis is the lineup for the Bishop Luers Knights. Walker gets inside.
Oh, beautiful pass.
Underwood tipped to Curry. Curry put it up, missed that reverse layup again, and that's about his third time. He's going to start getting up there and dunking it. Trey Underwood's also on the floor for the Bishop Luers Knights.
Trey Underwood, 6'3" junior. Jason Davis, 6'4" junior. They just keep bringing in athletic forwards, and this is going to wear down Mishawaka before the night's over, I think.
No changes in the lineup for the Mishawaka Marian Knights at the quarter, so the Knights, Bishop Luers Knights, kicking around the outside. Davis to Walker, inside to Underwood, back out to Davis. He gets to Foster. Foster underhand with Walker.
Nice
Walker,
pass.
No look, traveling the call. So they got a pass into Curry, and Curry had an easy pass to the bucket, but the referee stopped play. 16-11. Your score, Mishawaka Marian on top by 5, and they have a pumpkin.
5 turnovers for Bishop Luers and only 2 for Mishawaka Marian.
Rogers greeted by both the guards, Walker and Foster. He gets
what a play.
Bounce pass. Shot blocked by Curry. Good defense by the freshman that time for Bishop Luers. They get it forward to Foster. Foster puts a head fake, gets past the first guy. Floats one up there, hits the iron, no good. Curry. Rebound whistle, and we'll see.
They're going to call it on Sidney Curry on that time.
And that will be his second foul of the ball game. It comes at 6:53.
They're going to have to set him down a little, aren't they, Kenny?
Yep, he's going to come down, and Jordan Banks going to take his place on the inside. So a very impressive freshman, making a couple freshman mistakes early, and that's to be expected. We've seen a lot of great players not be perfectly polished when they come into the freshman. A drive, a dish, a shot, and it's good. Count it. That's Tom Anthony Bloom. Give Whitfield.
That's his 6th point, and Bishop Luers is getting outplayed right now.
Give Whitfield the assist. And Foster, 3 from the corner. No good. Banks with the rebound up and in.
That's his 5th rebound already, Kenny, and 4 points.
That one couldn't have come off any sweeter. Just landed right in his hands. He went right back up with it. 18-13 your score, 6:18 on the clock. Whitfield again gets inside the lane, puts it up. Whistle. He's fouled on the way in. Count the bucket, and I believe Jordan Banks might be guilty. We'll see as they flash the numbers.
Kenny, do you agree Bishop Luers coach J.J. Foster can't like their press right now because Mishawaka Marian's going through them like anything, aren't they? They're not stopping the ball, and either the one guard or Whitfield, they're just driving right to the basket, and no defensive help at all from Luers.
Foster down, Banks up, and you're exactly right. They're going through the defense like a hot knife through butter. It's not a problem at all. Whitfield steps up to the free throw line with a 7-point lead and make it 8-21-13. Excuse me. I don't do math very well. It was 6-point lead, not 7-point lead.
He's 3 out of 3 from the foul line, 5 points. The zone is giving Luers trouble because they're trying to get the ball inside. They're just not making the baskets right now.
Up by 8, Mishawaka Marian. Yeah, I had to get a calculator out to figure it out. Ray Walker with the basketball, left wing, and slowly backing him up. As the zone, they give it to Banks. They're still throwing it outside the shell. Walker thinks about a 3, gets around the defender, kicks it over the corner. Cook. 3 on the way, no good.
Good rebound by Luers.
They get it out to Cook. He throws up a 3. It's short and mishandled by Mishawaka Marian. They get it out anyway. Here comes Whitfield. He got out in front of the pack. Defense tries to do something with it, and they're just getting
Luers
out hustled.
They're getting beat down the floor. Luers is not playing sharp right now at all.
23-13. Mishawaka Marian on top of the Bishop Luers Knights, and Ray Walker with the basketball out in between the circles. Kicks it over the right side of Davis. Davis gives it to Banks. Banks jacks up a 3.
I'm not so sure that's his shot. Do you think, Kenny?
I would think not. Bloom with the rebound. He hands it off to Rogers, and Rogers was looking for the offense to set up everybody where they belong. Here we go. Mac Barnard. One bounce, gets it over to R.J. Decker, gets it to Rogers. Rogers gets inside the lane. Float there. Nice little left-handed polite floater up and in.
He has 9 points already.
Walker nonchalantly brings it up the floor. No sense of urgency. Now he's got it. Got a no-look pass into Underwood. Underwood, could have spun ahead, an easy look. Took it back outside. To Davis. Davis trying to get to Underwood. Mishandled.
Another turnover.
Mishawaka Marian comes out of the pack with it. Whitfield, guess what? He's going to stop and pop that. Absolutely. And no good. This time Banks pulls down the rebound. Flips it to Walker. Walker hustles down the floor, but so does the Mishawaka defense. So they slow everything down. Long over the top pass to Banks. Banks kicks it to Davis. Davis for 3. Ooh,
Boy,
wide right. No good. Big crash on the rebound, and it's going to go which direction here? They're going to call a foul on, I think
it's on Mishawaka Marian on the rebound.
I think Rogers is going to be guilty of a foul.
Kenny, would you agree with the size advantage of Bishop Luers? I'd like to see him try to pound that ball inside a little more. They're shooting a lot of 3s, and they're not getting any rebounds.
Walker and Davis down. Deshaun Bussell, and let's see who else checked into the lineup.
And Deshaun Bussell he is as quick as you're going to see. So you're going to have 2 of the quickest guards in the area, and Bussell and J.J. Foster. That might make a difference on the offense here for Bishop Luers.
So Davis stayed in the lineup, and Foster in for Walker. And a little bit of push and shoving going on.
That's the 5th team foul already on Mishawaka Marian. They're trying to stop Jordan Banks. Banks has got 4 points, and he already has 6 rebounds.
R.J. Decker guilty of the personal foul. That's his first of the ball game, and 4th on Mishawaka Marian. Foster triggering it in way over the top, gets it to Banks. Banks finds Foster on a curl move, but he's guarded again closely by Mishawaka Marian. They haven't lost anybody hardly on defense. Foster drives, crashes into somebody.
Another foul on that's 2 in about 10 seconds on Decker.
And this one will be a shooting foul. J.J. Foster, who's got a really silky smooth shot, will step up to the free throw line. The Knights need some points. They're down 25-13. That's the Bishop Luers Knights down. Mishawaka Marian schooling them here in the first quarter and a half of play. And J.J. misses his first free throw. And some bodies are shuffling around on the free throw rebounding line. Must anticipate and that one went in good.
That's more like J.J. Foster. He's got a smooth touch, as Kenny mentioned.
Look comfortable with that second shot. First one didn't get the job done. Now they're going to pressure Rogers a little bit. They get his Whitfield back to Rogers.
Good defense by Banks.
Banks deflected the pass. Whitfield going to jack up a 3. Nice rotation on the ball. No good. Rebound fought for. Probably going to go Luers' way. Luers did not have inside position, but Davis was there to badger him just enough. They slapped it out of bounds. And the Knights get a stop on defense.
See if Luers could get another offensive bucket here, Kenny. Maybe go inside, outside.
Foster flings it over to Michelle. Michelle to Banks. Banks back to Foster. Foster drives, kicks it out for a 3. on the way. No good by Cook. Rattles out. Rebound. Oh, and they're out in front of the pack.
Wow, what a play by Bloom. That's his 8th basket, and that's a beautiful dunk.
Yeah, the high percentage dunk by Bloom. Foster left control of it, kicked around with his feet, picked it up, got it over to Banks, back to Foster. Foster's going to float out in between the circles and the two guards, keeping an eye on. They're going to try the alley-oop. It was way too hard off the glass. Rogers charges back down the floor, stops the top of the key, pops. No good. Rebound.
Oh, there's got to be a foul on Mishawaka. Bloom, he's got 8 points, but he really clobbered him that time.
He clotheslined Deshaun Bussell.
Should be a 1-and-1.
Quick, yeah. That's his first of the ball game. And I think a timeout's going to be called on the floor at 3:08 here in the second quarter. We're going to take a 30-second break ourselves. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 FM WRDI Napanee, Michiana.
Spherion Staffing, locally owned by the Pentenberg family, excels in finding the best candidates for industrial, clerical, customer service, non-clinical healthcare, IT, and professional direct hire placements. Spherion clients are accustomed to getting the right employees at the right time, every time. Spherion Staffing supports the proud excellence of the Dwenger Saints and the Luers Knights, both on the field and in the classroom. Whether you are seeking your next career move or searching for great employees, call us at 260-496-9900 or visit us on the web at spherion.com/FTWayne.
Holy Cross College is proud to bring you tonight's exciting second quarter action. Holy Cross College is an affordable Catholic college offering a life-changing, life-affirming education. It is closer than you think, just 2 hours away. Search for them on the web at Holy Cross College at Notre Dame, Indiana.
And the Bishop Luers Knights with the most light turnover you're going to see all year long. Cook tried to throw it back to Foster, and Foster was heading toward the iron. And so Bob and I almost got us.
7 turnovers from Luers. You thought Luers had the hour-and-a-half bus ride instead of Mishawaka. Luers just isn't sharp right now. They got to get going here a little better.
Rogers guarded by Foster. He gives it up to Whitfield. Whitfield's got Banks on him, and there's a little bit of banging going on down on the inside. That one's going to go against.
That's two or three on
12.
Bloom.
I'll bet you.
Yep, that's 2 on him at least, and they're going to be shooting another 1-and-1. I guess not. I guess it's not a player control, is it?
Yeah. So they're going to take it out of bounds. And let's see. Trey Underwood checks in. And Jason Davis, 6'4" forward, who's built like he's a thin young man.
That's going to hurt Mishawaka Marian losing Bloom, Kenny. He's got 8 points, 4 in each quarter, and playing real well.
Cook tries to get it down to Underwood, and it's kicked out of bounds by Mishawaka Marian's Barnard. So the Knights have the basketball down on their own end of the floor over the corner.
Luers got to make more crisp, better passes, don't they?
They sure do. Long inbound pass to Foster. Foster, no look to Banks. Banks.
He's the man.
And a foul on the rebound.
Wow. They're really calling him close on Mishawaka right now.
Barnard gives somebody a big heave-ho down underneath. And the referee is very emphatic about the call. So
we could have a 4-point play maybe.
And the Bishop Luers Knights need it. They're down by 11, 27-16 with 2:28. So Trey Underwood going to go to the free throw line, and the referees are explaining to the assistant coaches, because the head coach for Bishop Luers is not a happy camper right at the minute. Rob Berger is just shaking his head.
J.J. Foster was 1 out of 2, so Luers been in the foul line 2 times, 1 out of 2. Trey Underwood could hit both of these and cut the lead to 9.
First one is up, handles around, no good. A rebound Whitfield, misses the front end of a 1-on-1. It'd be a great time to make up some ground, but didn't happen. So, Mishawaka Marian with the basketball, gets it to Whitfield. He's over in the left wing. 3 on the way. This one comes up long. That was Latimer.
Good rebound by Underwood.
Underwood got the rebound. They get it forward to Foster. Foster tries the crossover dribble. Didn't fool anybody. And Latimer guarding him closely. Banks, he's going to try his hand at the 3. It's no good. Over the inside for the Knights to rebound. Easy one for the men in blue, and they hand it off to Rogers. And he brings it over the timeline with just under 2 minutes to go, 1:53 and counting. Kicks it to the right side to Latimer. Latimer still the ball, guarded by Banks. They get at the baseline to Whitfield.
Oh boy, nobody even picked him up. That was a beautiful move.
No help side defense, no early defense at all that time. 29-16. The Bishop Luers Knights are struggling in the first half of the ball game. Ball slapped out of bounds. They tried to throw it over the top. Matt Bernard got his hands on it and flipped it into the bench. And the Bishop Luers Knights will retain possession. J.J. Foster in. And I think Blaine Cook going to sit the bench here for the last $1.33.
They got to try to get the ball inside, use their height to their advantage.
Walker drives inside.
Oh, beautiful pass.
No look pass to Broussard. Broussard missed it. He recovered, got it to Banks, and Banks put it up and in.
He's the only guy really playing. He's got 8 of the 18 points right now.
29-18, your score, 114 and counting. Rogers brings it over the timeline. Gets to the right side, the left side to Latimer. Latimer, free throw line to Decker, back to Latimer. He gets inside the arc, puts it up and in. Nice, smooth shot, probably a 12-footer from the left side inside the arc. 31-18, 1 minute and counting. Foster with a kind of a high step hesitation move, and it fooled somebody because they got a whistle. Stop play. And they're going to put J.J. Foster at the free throw line with 57.6 to go in a 13-point deficit for the home team, the Bishop Luers Knights.
As much fouling as Mishawaka's doing is keeping him, giving him a lot of trouble right now.
But we're not hitting the front end of the 1-and-1, so it hasn't made a whole lot of difference in the score. Rebound come down to Mishawaka Marian. They get it down inside.
Boy, they have nice offense sets, don't they? That was beautiful.
For a team that hasn't played 80 ball games, they're up 33-18 with 40 seconds to go. The Knights Walker kick it over to Foster. Foster launches a three. Way too long again. That's his third three that has not hit anything, Bob. It's really
you better start looking at trying to take the ball inside a little.
uncharacteristic. Rogers with the basketball guarded by Foster. Gets it over the timeline on the far side of the floor. It stops, points at the clock, and says, I think we're going to go for the last one. They're up 33-18. A solid lead against a pretty good Bishop Luers basketball club. Stop and go move twice.
Oh, Foster almost had it.
He's just trying to burn up clock. It's now 7-6. Rogers gets inside, dumps it off. Three on the way. No good. Rebound Foster. 1 second to go, and that is the end of the half.
Not a good quarter for Bishop Luers at all.
Latimer missed the last shot from Mishawaka Marian, but the Knights of Mishawaka Marian up 33-18. And wow, playing a pretty good ball game. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we will come back with our halftime show. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and the 95.7 FM WRDI Napanee, Michiana. Welcome home to your family of faith.
Hi, sports fans. Sean McBride here, inviting you to try the Barbershop experience. St. Joe Center Barbershop, located at the corner of St. Joe Center and Maple Crest, prides itself on professionalism, cleanliness, and a family-friendly atmosphere. In their third generation of family ownership, they have a combined experience of over 125 years. Give them a call at 485-6981. It's my barbershop of choice. That's St. Joe Center Barbershop at 485-6981.
When you're looking for a bank to call home, it's hard to know where to turn. So many offer the same products, services, and rates. So why choose First Federal Bank? Well, at First Federal Bank, we're more than just a bank. We're your partner, friend, and neighbor. And just like you, we're proud to call this community home. By empowering our employees to make local decisions, we're investing in our community, one customer at a time. That's what makes us better together. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tri-State Warehousing is one of the most complete service-oriented companies in the warehousing field today. Located in Fort Wayne, Tri-State Warehousing is a 50,000 square foot dry and temperature-controlled storage facility, serving 2/3 of the continental U.S. with overnight rail service. The dedicated staff and specialty services of Tri-State Warehousing are known throughout the industry. For great things in store, call Tri-State Warehousing, 260-436-2010. That's 260-436-2010.
We're all searching for answers, searching for meaning in our life. But the world and the culture give us empty solutions and empty promises. We know there is more to life because we're searching for the real truth and a real meaning. You can stop searching because you found Jesus Christ at His Catholic Church. Redeemer Radio. Welcome home to your family of faith.
There's a new dining experience in Fort Wayne, just waiting to be discovered by sports fans everywhere. Newly remodeled The Lodge, located in the Coyote Creek Golf Club, is open to the public, offering great daily lunch and dinner specials. Bring the family in to enjoy our spacious family room after the game. The Lodge is proud to support Bishop Dwenger and Bishop Luers football. Come celebrate the W's with their friendly staff. The Lodge is located at 4935 Hillegas Road. To save your table for after the game, call 260-203-3154.
Welcome back to Bishop Luers High School. We're at halftime. The Mishawaka Marian Knights are up 33-18 on the home team, Bishop Luers Knights. And Mishawaka Marian's played a very good first half. Our halftime sponsor, historic St. Felix Catholic Center, and it is open for retreats. Located in Huntington, Indiana on 30 scenic acres with plenty of recreational areas and a serene Blessed Mother Grotto. The St. Felix Catholic Center is the perfect location for a single day of prayer to overnight retreats. The former home of Venerable Solanus Casey. Come visit today. Plan your visit at SF. I got to get that out right. CatholicCenter.com. Well, Bob, surprise, the team who hasn't played a game at all this year is dominating this basketball game.
I know it's early in the year, Kenny, and we sometimes expect a little rustiness, but if you wouldn't know any better, you'd think that Mishawaka Marian is the home team. They're playing so well, you'd have thought maybe Luers had the bus ride, because Mishawaka Marian, what I'm impressed with is, they're looking at Bishop Luers, 6'7", 6'6", muscular, physical, but they're really battling on the boards. They're just a hard-nosed team. You and I were mentioning the offense they're running. They're playing team basketball, 5 guys moving, nobody standing still. They're running, jumping, passing the ball, setting picks. They're just a fundamental, sound basketball team, and they're taking it to Luers right now. Luers has got the talent, but they got to start playing basketball the way they can, and I know they will.
Well, and Mishawaka Marian's playing with just a ton of confidence. Kind of surprising in the first game out. You've traveled a couple hours to get here in the weather that is going to be real nice going home. Coming to Fort Wayne, which is a hotbed of good basketball, and that hasn't bothered them one iota as they've come out of the gate, played hard the first 2 quarters, and enjoy a 15-point lead. I'm really surprised. 33-18 the score, and Bishop Luers is going to have to change some things, and the first thing they're going to have to do is play some defense.
Yes, they're not playing any defense at all, and Anthony Blum is 6'4", and everybody else is smaller than he is, and they're out rebounded, and if they aren't rebounded, they're battling on the boards. I don't know how many times they've gone up. They've battled Curry, they've battled Banks. Bishop Luers has got the size. They got good guards in Foster and Walker, but they just got to try to work that ball inside and be a little patient. I think they'll get Curry back in. He had a little nerves, but when he gets that ball in his hands, I think if he just goes up and dunks it, he'll really get this crowd going. But he's young. He's got a lot of talent. He'll learn, but they're just out of sync. I know it's early in the year, but they just don't look like they're on the same page right now.
Well, not yet. And Curry, I think, is trying a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
He's just run into a team that's going to defend him and defend him hard. He tried 2 or 3 up and under reverse shots that he was just too far underneath the basket. He just got to relax a little bit and let the game come to him, and I think he'll be perfectly fine. You're right. If he slams one home, gets the crowd into it a little bit, or just makes a couple of little dinks and dunks here and there just to get your confidence rolling a little bit.
And I hate to say it, or it's hard to believe, but Luers almost looks a little intimidated just in the idea that they got the size, but Mishawaka Marian's not looking at the statistics at all. They're just out there battling. They don't care how big Luers is or how athletic, and they're banging Luers, and right now Luers is not used to that.
Yeah, I think Luers is a little bit shell-shocked, to use an old war phrase and stuff like, holy Toledo, these guys are meaning serious business. Now we got to really work at it.
They came here to play basketball. They had a nice bus ride from Mishawaka, and they know Bishop Luers has got a reputation, but you don't win games with your reputation, and Mishawaka Marian's really playing well right now.
If you can hear this game, it's thanks to our communications sponsor, Dr. Todd and Mary Briscoe and the Briscoe Family Dentistry. Their generous financial support helps make this Redeemer Radio sports broadcast possible. Need emergency dental care? Call Dr. Briscoe at 486-9950. That's 486-9950. With that, let's take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back with our final thoughts of halftime and third quarter action from Bishop Luers High School. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and glad to have them on board tonight, 95.7 FM WRDI, Napanee, Michiana.
Shawnee Construction and Engineering is proud to support tonight's game. We specialize in commercial and industrial construction and use unique life cycle principles to provide our clients the highest quality craftsmanship for the life of the project. Shawnee Construction and Engineering are partners with you for lifetime savings. We can be found at ShawneeConstruction.com. or at 260-489-1234. That's 260-489-1234.
He has counted to infinity twice. He once set a land speed record on a surfboard. Bruce Springsteen calls him the boss. He is the most fascinating man alive.
I don't always buy diamonds, but when I do, I prefer Peter Franklin Jewelers. Stay sparkly, my friends.
Here's a money-saving tip from Momper, the #1 name in insulation since 1956. Exposed attic ceiling joists and ductwork, or new snow that quickly melts off your roof means you need to add insulation. We'll fill empty sidewall cavities with insulation, even through masonry, aluminum, or vinyl siding with no unsightly holes. Plus, we'll seal your crawl space with urethane foam for a total insulation package. Call Momper now for a free, no-obligation energy analysis of your home.
You can help support your Catholic parish or school with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union's Elevate program. You'll not only enjoy excellent personal service and save money with your new loan or credit card, you'll also be giving money back to the participating parish or school you care about. Let Notre Dame Federal Credit Union elevate all participating parishes or schools. Elevate can be reached at 844-230-6611 or visit us online at ndelevate.com. Independent from the university.
Well, Bob, do you think J.J. Foster blistered some paint in the locker room, or do you think he just calm here?
Well, he's probably let these guys know that, first of all, he probably didn't like just the sort of the way they carried themselves. And he's probably, he might not have gone off on him, Kenny, and just told him, you guys better wake up. You're in a ball game. And that's it's a tough lesson to learn, but I think Luers will come out and play a lot harder here.
Third quarter action is brought to you by Hubcap Express. They are the expert in run flat tires and plus size fitment, which is very popular nowadays. You need your tires straightened? Hubcap Express fixes bent wheels. For all your tire needs, visit Hubcap Express. They hang out at 606 West Coliseum Boulevard, and they're on the internet, the web at hubcapexpress.com.
Both teams, Kenny, coming out of the same starting lineups. Luers with Curry, Walker, Cook, Banks, and Foster, and Mishawaka with Whitfield, Blum, Latimer, Rogers, and Barnard.
J.J. Foster, the basketball, throws a cross court over to Walker. Walker, one dribble.
They got Curry out front now.
Rogers picked the pocket and slapped it out of bounds, so it's going to remain at Bishop Luers basketball. But yeah, they put Curry way up the top here, trying to draw somebody out from the inside. There's nobody inside to draw out, so that's kind of an odd idea. Pitch and catch between Walker and Foster. Now we got Banks.
And they're running Cook on the baseline for the jumper. There's Banks. He's a, boy, I'll tell you, for his size, he's got a heck of a touch. He's got 10 points already.
Put it up from the left toe. The ball got lost in between cheerleaders' legs. They probably got 25 cheerleaders down on the baseline. There's not a lot of room on the baseline here at Bishop Luers High School, so they had to blow whistle and stop play. Token pressure, 1-2-2 press put on by the Bishop Luers Knights. They're going to try and
nice defense by Walker and stole it.
Over the top.
Oh, what a defensive play.
Blocked by the Mishawaka Marian. Quickly, a three down the other way. Shot no good, a rebound Curry.
That's his fourth.
Gets it forward to Cook. I'll get the gear here in just a little bit. And they catch Foster running the baseline, but he just brings it back out. Walker in between the circles to Cook, back to Walker. He's out at the top of the key. Fires a bullet to Cook, back to Walker. Swing it to the left side to Foster. Foster looks at it, around to Cook.
Curry wants the ball.
Curry.
Oh, nice pass.
To Bank
Good
puts
pass.
it in. Nice assist by Curry. Curry is playing like he's the one that got blistered. He is playing firmly, but
12
not crazily.
points for Banks.
So 33-22, the Knights take a little bit of bite out of that lead. Whitfield with the basketball. The Bishop Luers Knights have stretched the defense out a little bit. Going to make Mishawaka Marian play a little more offense, a little more half court. They hope.
Oh, good. Two turnovers in a row.
With the steal, and he's going to go in uncontested.
Good play by Walker.
And guess what? Timeout just that quick. So the Bishop Luers Knights knock it down to a 33-24. And a 30-second timeout. We'll take a 30-second break ourselves. You're listening to 106.3 FM, WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 FM, WRDI, Napanee, Michiana.
Are you looking for an orthopedic specialist? Ortho Northeast has been serving the community for over 50 years with offices in 3 convenient locations. Look for the location nearest you. Dr. John Pritchard is a board-certified orthopedic surgeon with 20 years of experience with OME and can assist you with the best treatment plan for your knee or shoulder pain. Dr. John Pritchard is looking forward to meeting you and helping with all orthopedic needs. Call Dr. Pritchard at 260-484-8551 or visit the web at www.orthone.com.
We're back, and the first 6 points of the half scored by the Bishop Luers Knights. Cut it down to a 9-point lead, 33-24, and Bishop Luers puts on a full-court press. Kind of token, really not bad for the basketball too much. We're trying to get that cheap turnover. They get it in over the top this time to Latimer, and Latimer turns the basketball over.
Kenny, what's interesting, in the entire first half, Mishawaka Marian had 2 turnovers. We haven't played 2 minutes, and they've already had 3. So that's going to definitely let Luers creep right back in this.
Foster to Walker to Foster. Pitch and catch on the outside to get to Banks. 3 on the way from
And
the
that's another one by Cook. He loves that outside shot.
Here I blame Cook with a 3. Excuse me, I'm still used to Banks jacking that one up. But nonetheless, it went in. Curry.
Oh, nice play.
By himself, they threw it over the top and broke the defense down that time. Bloom with an easy bucket the other way. So 35-27. Bishop Luers right back into this ball game by scoring the first 9 points of the half. J.J. Foster thinking about it, throws it out to Walker. He's in between the circles. Cook left side, Walker right side, fakes the 3, drives inside, tries to dump it off the Banks. Slapped around.
It was a good idea.
Picked off by the Mishawaka Marian.
Oh, it's stolen right back again by Walker. Walker's quick.
Picked the pocket of Latimer that time. Walker. A lazy pass over to Foster. The defense has a chance.
Oh, what a pass by Foster.
Diagonal cut by
that was beautiful.
Banks, and Foster signed with a no-look. Nice play by the Bishop Luers.
Whatever J.J. Foster said is working, because this is a whole new ball club for Luers. They're playing with a ton of energy right now.
Rogers with the basketball. Get it over to Latimer. Latimer looking for somebody down on the inside. He catches Barnard. They have to kick it back outside Rogers with a 3.
Boy, he's a good-looking ball player.
Drops through. 38-29 your score. 4:42.
Was that a 3, Kenny?
That was a 3, I believe. 38-29 your score. Curry gets his hands on it and loses it. Rolls out of bounds. Going to stay Bishop Luers basketball. Change in the lineup. Let's see. Latimer down and R.J. Decker up for Mishawaka Marian. Cook going to trigger the basketball in. Nobody moves. Finally they do. Long inbound pass to Foster. The Banks, they try to throw it inside to Curry.
It was a good idea, though, wasn't it?
Good idea. They overthrew him, though. I don't think the Jolly Green Giant standing.
And that's hard to do when you're 6'7".
Yeah, but they managed to do it. The cheerleader caught it. Poking pressure again by the Bishop Luers Knights. Seems to be badgering them just enough. Walker, almost picked up.
Boy, he almost got that one.
That time he got called for the foul. That'll be the first foul of the ball game on Ray Walker. The 5'11 junior for Bishop Luers.
Jared Rogers, 5'10 senior, do everything for Mishawaka Marian, has 12 points, and he really can handle the ball, but Walker's right in his face here from the third quarter on.
Rogers
he almost walked there.
Give it to Decker.
And he walked.
He did.
Yep. Boy,
their
Luers' intensity on defense is very impressive. They really picked it up. That's 5 turnovers already for Mishawaka.
38-29 your score, 4:15 on the clock and counting. Quickly, Foster thinks about the 3.
You're fine.
Curry. Curry kicks it out to Walker. Walker top of the key. Foster, right wing, no look.
There's what they got to do. There's what they got to do. Good teamwork.
What they've got that young man to do. Banks with a nice interior feed. 38-31, we're down to a 7-point lead. With 3:53 to go, and they still have got it over the timeline.
Well, the defense is really worried Mishawaka here.
Barely gets it over before they get a 10-second call. And Whitfield, who was all over the place the first half, has hardly touched the basketball here in the second half. They pick it up, and Curry all over defense, while they finally find somebody to release it to, and Bloom puts it up and in.
He has 12 points. He has 4 in each quarter so far. He's a good-looking shooter.
Basketball gets slapped out of bounds by the defense of Mishawaka Marian. Luers going to retain possession, and Blum is definitely a good, consistent ball player. I'd like to have him on my club. 6'4" senior, doing a nice job for the Knights. Ball triggered into Banks, hands it back to Walker. They're trying to sneak in on him, and he tries to split the defense. Doesn't work, loses control. Decker picks it up, gets forward to Whitfield, and Whitfield is fouled by Walker, who's probably mad at himself for trying to split the defense there. So that's Ray's second of the ball game, and the second foul on Bishop Luers. None on Mishawaka Marian as of yet here in the second half. 3:22 and counting. Mishawaka Marian with a 9-point lead and the basketball. Rogers spins to his right, gives it up. They throw it down in the corner, a three on the way. It's going to be long, very long.
How in the heck are they
Nobody
getting out rebounded? That's hard to believe.
Nobody blocked out Blum, and he just politely went back up and put it in. 42-31, back to an 11-point lead after the quick flurry of Bishop Luers Knights. Mishawaka Marian has calmed down. And
nice pass.
That should go. No, it does not. Nice pass from Banks to Foster. Foster put up an easy right-hander, and he put it up a little bit too hard. But he was fouled on the play, so he will get a couple of free throws for his effort.
Kenny is Jordan Banks at 6'5", one of the bigger point guards. All of a sudden, he's making some beautiful passes in there.
Jake Whitfield getting the personal foul. That's his second of the ball game, only the first of the half on Mishawaka Marian. Foster's first free throw rims out and comes shooting right back at him.
He's 1 out of 3 from the foul line, and JJ's a lot better shooter. Once he, maybe if he can get a three or get a drive-in layup or something, once he gets off the slide, he's going to be tough, but he's having a tough shooting night right now.
Second free throw is up. And
there it is.
Oh, 10-point lead, and the Bishop Luers Knights get a little more serious about their full court pressure. They got Cook in the back.
Oh, almost stolen by Banks.
Throws it over the top, and that's going to Curry.
Oh, that looked like he got a lot of ball, but I think he also got body on that one.
Body on the bottom side there. Curry got them blocked what was going to be a layup by Blum, and that's going to be his third foul of the ball game.
Might have to sit him back down.
Yeah, we'll see. I think J.J. Foster is trying to explain to the referee why that was not the correct call. J.J.'s very polite, mild-mannered demeanor, but still doesn't change anything, and it never does. But maybe it'll help down the road. That's, I think, what they're always planting those mustard seeds, hoping to land.
Blum has 16 points, Kenny. He's a one-man offense for Mishawaka Marian right now. Very good-looking player.
Made both his free throws, and leads back to 12. Foster, top of the key, over to Cook, left wing. Foster in between the circles, floats one to Walker. Walker fakes a drive to the baseline, kicks it back out to the Foster. They get it down to the baseline to Curry. Curry spins, tries to do something with it. Can't.
Nice pass.
Banks puts it up and in. They double down on Curry, and he was buried amongst the blue
16
jerseys.
for Banks. He's a one-man show for Luers.
Rogers gets it over to Whitfield. Whitfield thinks about it. Long over the top pass. Three on the way. It's short. Rebound easy.
The little guy on the floor rebounds again. That's unbelievable.
Barnard missed. Whitfield did not. 46-34, back to a 14-point lead. Just about where it was at halftime. For the Knights, Curry gets to the baseline, puts it up, no good. Tries to get his own rebound. Doesn't quite get there. Blum pulls it out of there, hands it over to Rogers. Rogers slows things down. Picked up by Walker on the defensive side. They're going to set a pick for him. Really didn't do much of anything. Walker and Rogers exchanging defensive looks there. Puts it over to Whitfield. Decker in between the circles, back to Whitfield. Right side, three on the way from Rogers on the left corner. Easy rebound for Curry that time.
That's his fifth rebound to go with 6 points.
Gets it forward to Walker. Walker shoots it down to Cook, back to Walker, back to Cook. Gets it down inside to Banks. Banks makes a little room fadeaway jumper, up and in.
He's having a great game.
46-36.
18 points for Banks.
The Knights need a couple defensive stops, get this thing within about 7 or 8. Would look really good here at the end of the quarter.
Oh my.
Three on the way, no, they got it to Decker. Decker too far underneath, fouled by Banks. He had him where he wanted him. He didn't need to foul him, but he did, and going to put R.J. Decker, the sophomore, to the free throw line from Mishawaka Marian.
Kenny, would you agree what's impressive with Mishawaka Marian is they have great teamwork right now?
Yeah, they didn't panic with a little bit of run that Luers made at them, and they have built the lead back up to now 11, 47-36 with a minute 10 to play.
They're very unselfish. They pass the ball around. They look for the open shot. They don't care who's scoring. They just want to win the game. They're up 47-36, and they're doing it with teamwork.
Curry down, Underwood up for the Knights. Second free throw is good, 48-36. Your score, 1:06 to go, and Walker with the basketball. Shoots it over to Cook, back to Walker in between the circles. Back to Cook, left wing, get it to the baseline. Banks, free throw line. Whoops, a little bit short. J.J. Foster gets the rebound. Flings it out to Walker. Walker had a three.
Cook wants it on the wing.
Gets it to Cook. Cook loads it up. Nope, he bounce passes to Underwood on the baseline. Fired back out to Walker. I don't think anybody wants to shoot here.
They have. Oh,
tried to bullet one into Underwood, and it got tipped by one of the Marian players.
Sometimes it looks like Luers is trying to make too fancy a pass and just make a nice pass instead of trying to make the fancy one.
I think they're trying to work it inside, but just isn't getting it done against the zone.
And Foster and Walker aren't hitting, so they're not shooting from the outside at all now.
Yeah, Foster hasn't hit anything short of a free throw. 15 and in, he's made a couple, but boy, oh boy, the threes just haven't fallen for him. Walker won't put it up. Cook gets it down to Underwood. Underwood spins inside, kicks it out to Foster. Foster with a three.
That'll get him going. That'll get him.
Count it.
He is a good shooter. That'll get him going there.
39 with 15 seconds to go. Woodfield charges through three defenders, tries to dump it down inside. It does. Shot no good.
Another rebound by.
Tip it up and in. 7 seconds to go. 50-39. Walker charges down the floor. Cook, three on the way.
Wow, what a game here.
50-42. They got within 8 at the end of 3. So let's take a 1-minute break and we'll catch our breath because the fourth quarter, I think, is going to get kind of wild. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF Columbia City 408 and 95.7 FM WRDI Neppanee, Michiana.
Hello, I'm Tom Steele with Tom Steele Tire and Auto Repair, a family-owned business for over 35 years. We carry all major brands of new tires as well as a large selection of quality used tires to save you money. We do all types of auto repairs, be it brakes, alignment, or just fix your air conditioning. Tom Steele Tire, North Clinton or Illinois Road. Give us a try. You'll be glad you did.
The right solution matters. First Federal Bank knows businesses come in all sizes, from family-owned to mid-sized enterprises, all the way to large corporations. And we believe banking solutions should too. Whether you're looking for a way to improve cash flow or finance a multi-million-dollar expansion, we're dedicated to finding solutions custom fit to you. I'm Perry Level. To learn more about First Federal Bank's commercial banking solutions, call me at 260-432-0022 or visit first-fed.com. After all, we're better together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fourth quarter sponsor, you can help your Catholic parish or school and help yourself in the process with Notre Dame's Federal Credit Union Elevate program. Call Elevate at 844-230-6611 or visit them online at ndelevate.com to learn more. Mishawaka Marian with the basketball to start out with here in the fourth quarter and an 8-point lead after Cook's three at the buzzer. Hit it to Rogers. Rogers was battered by Foster. He bounced pass over to Latimer. Latimer back to Rogers. He's out there between.
Luers really picked up the defensive pressure, especially at the guard spots with Foster and Walker, two of the quickest guards offensively and defensively in the area.
Marian can't do anything with it right now. They're still throwing it around the shell, and it's 8 feet outside the shell. It's not like they're trying to get in anywhere. And maybe they want to put it in the deep freeze. With an 8-point lead, Whitfield drives the lane, puts it up, no good.
How does he get every rebound? That's amazing to me.
Puts it up and in. It's an attitude, I think. Rebound, Mishawaka Marian on the miss. Three on the way, no good.
Here comes Luers this time.
Underwood comes out of the pack of the basketball, tries to flip it up. Rogers takes it right out of the air. Foster with the defense.
Oh, I thought he got fouled that time.
Foster did a good job diverting the shot just enough where he couldn't make it. Gets it to Cook in the corner. Cook back to Foster. Foster thinking about getting it to Underwood. Tries to drive inside the lane. Somebody slapped him around and the whistle will stop play. Which is a shame because somebody just drained a three from the other side.
JJ's really picked up his game on both ends. He had 1 point in the first half and he has 4 here in the third quarter, and his quickness, he can hit another three. That'll really get him going.
Walker down, Davis up. Interior pass quickly. The whistle blows on the inside, and a foul is going to go against Mishawaka Marian on the push. Somebody give Banks a big old heave-ho. I think it was Decker. That was his.
And that's 3, Kenny, on Decker. He's a wide body.
Curry's back in. He's taking Underwood's place.
I think they can go inside, and Curry can do some more damage. And there it is.
They got it to Curry. Puts it up. Way short.
Good rebound, though. That's what he's got to do. Oh,
put it
boy,
up again.
That one.
No good. Rebound. Pull out of there, and then Mishawaka Marian's blown. He got it to Rogers, and Rogers still just now gets it over the timeline. Foster tried to get him from the backside. Rogers.
Oh, he's a good-looking guard. Good-looking guard.
Line, put it up and in. 52-42. Mishawaka Marian up by 10. Foster got burned on the attempt to steal and had to give him a wide-open 15-footer. So,
they got to keep going to Curry inside because they're going to drop for him. He's making good moves.
Curry's got the basketball. He's out between the circles, though, and he flips it over to Foster, and he goes floating to the baseline. Foster drives inside, 4 blue shirts. He puts it up.
Another foul.
Foul on the floor before the shot. Kind of question that offensive move, guys. Nobody inside to help him. Foul on Rogers, his second, team's fourth. The 6-16 and a 10-point lead. Mishawaka Marian.
Oh, boy,
Curry
another turnover.
Right to Whitfield. Whitfield's going to get down the floor all by himself. Lost control over his left hand, and they're looking for help. They're going to give it to Luers.
Oh, boy.
Well, he lost it on the way up. There was no... He was fouled after he lost control of the basketball, so I'm sure that's
Now,
what the explanation is.
Let's see if they can go inside to Banks, Kenny. He's the one that's got him back in this game.
They got Banks.
Curry and Banks.
Foster still has the basketball, tries a head fake. Banks fakes a three, gets it to Cook. He doesn't fake a three, he puts it up. No good. Oh, no, hit the iron twice. Fooled everybody on the rebounding jump, which is always kind of a
Latimer's a tough kid, too. They're just a hard-nosed group from Mishawaka.
Rogers comes out of it with a basketball, gives it over to Whitfield. Whitfield drives inside, got by everybody, and is fouled as Cook tries to recover after he got beat on the defensive side of the ball. Pat Barnard quickly jumps up, reports to the scorer's table. Whitfield's going to go to the free throw line for a couple, and that is the 5th team foul on Bishop Luers and the 2nd foul on Blaine Cook.
Whitfield, 5'11", just a very impressive ball player for Mishawaka.
Davis down, and I believe Walker back up in the lineup. And R.J. Decker down, and I believe Barnard back in the lineup.
13 points for Whitfield. He's almost perfect from the foul line.
54-42 as he makes the second free throw. Walker with a basketball, left-handed. Picks it up with no place to go, gets himself a little bit of trap. Banks comes out to help him. Now Banks trying to back body.
That's what he's got to do.
And he did, but they didn't make the shot. 3 blue uniforms all over the rebound. Rogers comes out of the pack with it, and he's going to let him get down the floor. 5-17. There's no need for these guys to be in a hurry to look it up, Bob. They're up by 12. And
boy, this kid is quick. Oh, that's a big play right there. He's awful quick.
As soon as I suggest him putting it in the cooler, he drives down the left side of the lane and puts it up and in, and is fouled on the way in. So 56-42 your score at 5:09. And the guilty party on that one, I believe, is Ray Walker, his 3rd of the ball game.
Rogers has 16 points, and he's just a great-looking ball player. You got 2 quick guards in Foster and Walker, but nobody slowed Rogers down the entire night.
He misses the free throw. Curry with a rebound, flips it to Walker. Down the floor we go. Walker, quick head fake. And they want Curry to get down inside.
They got to go to Curry and Banks inside.
Banks with a pick at the right toe. Doesn't do much good to give it to Foster. Foster uses Banks again as a pick. Backs up, throws up a three. Count it.
Now he's hitting them.
Just as sweet as they were wide last time. 56-45 your score. The press broke quickly. Barnard with a basketball gives it up to Rogers. Rogers has it, going to try and drive again in between everybody. Puts it up.
Another
Count
one.
It.
Another one, Kenny. This kid's
foul,
unbelievable.
This foul is going to go against Banks, I believe. Jordan's 3rd foul of the ball game, the 7th foul on Bishop Luers. And they're down by 13. And Jordan Banks to the free throw line.
He has 18 points.
And rims out. Curry.
Good rebound again. That's 8 by Curry.
Manhandle that rebound. Gets throw to Walker. Walker drives through everybody, puts it up and in.
Good timeout by J.J. Foster.
Yep, J.J. calls timeout, and we're going to do the same thing. You're listening to 106.3 FM, WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 FM, WRDI, Napanee, Michiana.
Matthew F. Hatfield, a health insurance specialist for those aged 65 and older, and for those under age 65 receiving Social Security disability. Matt provides Medicare supplement plans, Medicare Part D prescription drug plans, Medicare Advantage plans, dental, vision, and hearing aid insurance plans, and long-term care insurance plans. For taking good care during the best years of your life, call Matthew F. Hatfield at 484-6606.
4:25 left on the clock here at Bishop Luers High School. The Knights, above the Knights, 58-47, and that's Mishawaka Marian up by 11.
Mishawaka Marian has not had any problem with this press. Luers has really got to pick up their defense, and they got to slow the Rogers kid down because he's doing it all.
Yeah, at a attempted steal now gets a 3 on
Oh, nice play.
Mishawaka Marian.
Nice play.
Executed with a nice bounce pass up and in, easy done.
Teamwork all night for Mishawaka.
13-point lead. Foster kicks it over to Cook. Cook to Curry. Curry's got one-on-one. Spin, puts it up.
Oh, that
no
could have
good.
been a three-pointer.
And the foul's going to go against, I believe, Blum, who they left him alone with. First time in a long time Curry hasn't been double-teamed. So we got a chance to see one of his offensive moves. It'll look good. It just didn't go down.
He's got 6 points, 8 rebounds, and these will be his first 2 free throws. Left-hander. Good touch.
60-48, your score. 4:08 on the clock. Banks down, and Deshaun Bussell in. And I think Luers is going to try and run.
Banks has 18 points. He hasn't scored here in the fourth quarter.
Second free throw by Curry is also good. So there, it's 11-point lead now for Mishawaka Marian.
Oh, good
And
defense by Foster.
Almost picked his pocket, and Walker almost picked his pocket. And Rogers doesn't agree with the call, and I tell you, I don't either. But they're going to give it to the Bishop Luers Knights. Rogers politely shook his head and then walked out of the floor, glancing at the referee.
He's got his hands on his hips like, I'm not going to say a word, sir.
Oh, man, I got robbed.
Yeah. But Luers, here's a big basket here. If Luers can get it 2 or 3 and really cut into the Mishawaka lead, we're under 4 minutes.
Foster with the basketball dribbles out in between the circles. Floats one over to Walker, right wing. Foster now drives, gets inside, gets to Curry. Curry again, one-on-one.
That's where I would go, Kenny. They don't have anybody who can stop him. If he just takes his time and puts the ball up, that's a good move.
Well, they've been doubling down on him, and they have it here the last couple of times on the floor. 60-51 your score. Over the timeline barely, and the Knights
they almost
really crank up the defensive pressure. And Mishawaka Marian right now is a little discombobulated. Rogers gets it, dribbles through the lane, and brings it right back out. Our guards are going to chase him. Walker got it a little inside.
Wow, that's Mishawaka Marian would have been shooting a foul shot, and a foul been on Walker if they wouldn't have called the timeout there.
Yeah, you're right.
So that helped Luers.
I thought that was what the whistle was. Didn't see the timeout called, so let's see how long the timeout's going to be.
And that might have been 4 on Walker, but it isn't, so that's going to keep Luers in good shape there.
Well, let's stay right here with this one. 3:19 to go, and a 9-point lead, 60-51. And the Bishop Luers Knights really cranked up the defensive intensity. They did get away with one there because Walker fouled him, but the coach of the Mishawaka Marian Knights called the timeout. Rob Berger did us a favor right there.
Kenny, 7 fouls on Bishop Luers. Mishawaka Marian's only been to the foul line 11 times, but they've made 9. So if Luers starts fouling, right now at least, Mishawaka Marian's been hitting their free throws, and you don't want to foul number 4, Whitfield. He's 5 out of 5.
Yeah, he hasn't been a much of an offensive threat this half. They've taken him out of the offense a little bit, but he just drove and had his way with the Bishop Luers defense in the first half, but he's still on the floor and is still a threat. And, well, you give him a seam, he's going to go. Rogers, I think he can go anytime he wants to. He's just really, really quick. And you're right, he's against 2 very quick guards for Bishop Luers, and that hasn't fazed him one iota.
Walker and Foster, the guards for Luers, are doing a great job, but when you gamble, sometimes you get burnt. So they're trying to steal the ball, but they're going to have to be smart about it because it could be an easy layup for Mishawaka.
Mishawaka has the basketball triggered into Whitfield. Whitfield guarded by Walker.
Oh, there's a steal by Walker. That's what he's good at.
Got Walker. Rogers.
Boy, he's tough.
Up with the left hand and in.
He's been doing that the entire game.
60-53. Rogers gets bumped by Foster, and the call in the backcourt. Foul's going to go against J.J. Foster, and it's going to be the 8th on Bishop Luers, and the first foul of the ball game for the junior, J.J. Foster.
They've been calling this the entire basketball season when using that arm bar, fending the guy off. They're consistent. Anyone that does it, they're calling a foul.
Yep, it's been used for years to make a little space, and they're probably been getting away with it a little bit too much the last couple of years. They're going to put the clamps down on that particular play. So.
Rogers is 0 out of 2. That's his only weakness right now. He's played a great game, but he's 0 out of 2 from the foul line.
First front end of a 1-on-1.
And 0 out of 3.
No good. Whitfield.
And that kid gets it again, Whitfield.
Got inside both Banks and Rogers. They're pocket pick. J.J. Foster on the steal. Tries to keep it away from Rogers. Misses the
there's a foul. Got to be a foul there.
And Barnard gives him a big heave-ho. So J.J. Foster with the steal. He swiped it faster than I could recognize who had the basketball. and he extended his right arm to keep Rogers from doing anything with it, and overextended and missed the layup.
Again, Mishawaka Marian, 2 turnovers in the first half. They've had 7 the second half. That's let Luers creep back in the game. Ray Walker, 6 points. He's the left-hander. This is his first foul shot.
Knocked the ball, finds this mark, and Walker almost committed a lane violation. He leaned forward, Banks out, and Jason Davis checks into the lineup.
Walker's
no, that's Bussell, excuse me.
Walker's 1 out of 1. Bussell is a very quick ball player, so you almost got 3 guards, a lot of quickness. They're going to try to pressure the ball and get it back on a turnover.
Well, 6 is going to be where it stays as the second free throw is missed. Whitefield with a rebound. He gives it over to Rogers. Rogers tries to drive on Walker. He does it a stop-and-go move. He gets inside.
Wow,
left hand. He is fouled.
He got clobbered that time.
Oh, and Curry's trying to hold him up as they're all out of balance there. All is well. Nobody hit the floor that time. Going to shoot 2 free throws, though. 2:40 to go. And Mishawaka Marian up by 6, 60-54.
Rogers, 18 points. And again, his only weakness, if you're going to put somebody at the foul line, he's 0 out of 3. You think he's going to hit one of these?
Yep, and he just did. 61-54 your score. Personal foul on Sidney Curry. That's his 4th of the ball game. And Banks back into the lineup.
Maybe they're going offense, defense. Kenny put Banks in on offense. And
Bussell in for defense.
Yes.
Yep. Second free throw is up. No good. Curry with a rebound.
He's got
Forward
9
Walker.
rebounds.
Walker to Foster. Foster to Cook in the corner. Back to Foster. Oh, J.J. wants Cook to put it up. He stopped. Coach J.J. stomped his foot at him. But Walker, bounce pass over to Foster, still outside the shell. They had a little pick and roll set up, but didn't use enough Foster.
Nice pass.
Nice pass to Banks.
They're going to call foul.
Rebound on the other side, and a foul goes against Mishawaka Marian. That's going to be their 7th of the ball game, or 7th of the half. That foul's going on Whitfield. And foul in the act of shooting, the big number 35, Jordan Banks.
He has 18 points. He has not scored the 4th quarter, and these are his first free throws, and they're perfect. 19 points, and Banks has been a stalwart on offense and defense for Bishop Luers tonight.
61-55 with the 6-point lead. 2:19 left in regulation here. We are into the 4th quarter. And Banks eyes, flies the second one, looks good.
Boy, he's a heck of a shooter for a man his size.
61-56.
Got a ball game, Kenny.
Rogers bounce passes it forward. The ball's loose.
Oh, they're going to steal it. It looks. Oh, I thought they stole it.
Good hustle by Barnard.
Backing over. Here comes Foster. I bet Mishawaka calls timeout. Mishawaka got rattled here.
58. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 FM WRDI, Napanee, Michiana.
Redeemer Radio gladly thanks Dr. Mark Stoner, a St. Jude parishioner, for underwriting a portion of our programming. Dr. Mark Stoner offers comprehensive dentistry for every family member. Dr. Stoner is now accepting new patients at his new location, 9830 Auburn Road. For more information on services for all dental needs, Dr. Stoner can be found on the web at markstonerdds.com or reached by phone at 260-484-4181.
And we're back to Bishop Luers High School. 2:03 on the clock, and this game has gotten really close. It's 61-58. Bishop Luers only down by 3. Mishawaka Marian's played an awfully good basketball game. Having a little trouble here late in the 4th with an extra full-court pressure that the Bishop Luers Knights have put on. With a full timeout, Mishawaka Marian's got their instructions. They're already back on the floor. The Knights, they've still got another 10 seconds before they have to break huddle. They finally do. And who they got on the floor here? We got Banks, we got Bussard, we got Foster,
Cook,
and
Ray Walker and J.J. Foster have really turned up the defense. The press has really bothered Marian in the last 4 minutes. They're wilting under the pressure of Luers' defense, and Marian's got to fix this And there's a beautiful play.
Perfect over the top pass. They caught the guy.
Luers fell asleep on defense.
58-63, 1:48 to go.
Luers needs a good shot, not a wild one, a good one.
Walker, right wing, dribbles all the way to the left wing. Still got it backed up a little bit. A little bit too much dribbling for being down as many as they are. You got to get the ball up. Finally gets it over to Cook, and a really lazy pass. Cook to Banks to Walker. Foster, top of the key.
They're all over him.
Pick. Foster finally decides to split the defense. Dump pass, no good. Bounces off a buster. It's going to be Mishawaka Marian's basketball.
You always hear coaches say when the passer jumps up in the air, Kenny,
trouble.
Good things don't happen.
63-58 to score. 1:23 and counting. Full court press by the Bishop Luers Knights. Again, they throw it over the top. They're big enough they can do that. Send it off to Rogers. Rogers splits the defense, and one of the two, probably Walker, guilty of the reach in.
And the problem now with 10 fouls, in the last minute and 16, Mishawaka Marian's shooting 2, and that's a big, big deal for Mishawaka Marian right now.
63-58 your score. $1.16 on the clock, and nobody on the rebounding line for Mishawaka Marian.
Rogers, as good a ball player as he is, 1 out of 6.
Bussard down, Curry up to the Bishop Luers Knights. No change in the lineup for Mishawaka Marian.
Again, Rogers, 1 out of 6. He's got good form, Kenny. Left-hander, I don't know if it's mental right now, but he sure is a good ball player. See if he knocks this down.
Second one is good. Makes it 64-58. 6-point ball game. 1:15. Here comes Foster.
With a 3-point shot, they're only down 2 buckets.
In the corner, Curry on the post, gets it out the bank, swing it around. Walker drives into the lane, gets out of control, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Mishawaka Marian Barnard.
That wasn't the best shot for Luers that time.
Rogers to Whitfield. They still got it in the backcourt. Throw it way over the top again. They get it done. Bloom kicks it back out to Whitfield. And he is fouled immediately by Cook. With 49.6 to go and a 6-point lead for the Mishawaka Marian Knights.
And Whitfield, we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, is probably not the guy you want to foul. He is 5 out of 5 from the foul line.
Again, nobody on the rebounding line for Mishawaka Marian. He puts it up, and it's a little bit short.
Luers still has life, Kenny, because Mishawaka's missed 3 free throws in the last 20-30 seconds.
Foster found his 3-point range. Cook has hit 3 threes during the course of the game, so they're not out of it, but they got to do something. The second free throw is good, 65-58.
They need a good shot here.
Foster, 3 on the way. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound seriously fought for. Whitfield comes out of the back with it. And out front of everybody is Mishawaka Marian.
Turnover. Here comes Luers. They need a bucket. Quick foul.
Big time foul. Walker crossover dribble, got hit by Barnard. Actually by the jaw. Barnard.
Yes.
Walker got underneath him and hit him with his head and his body. So
1 out of 1 and 1.
Shot. We'll keep an eye on Matt Barnard. He took a little bit of a shot there, but he looks none the worse for wear. And the Bishop Luers Knights going to bring in Ty Hambright, who hasn't played any in the ball game. 5'11" guard. He's at the check-in table.
Ray Walker, 7 points, 1 out of 2 from the foul line. He needs these 2. He's a lefty.
And makes the throw to the one-on-one. And they just gave it to the wrong side. So it's 59-65.
65-59.
Yep, I'll have to fix the scoreboard there.
And they still have it on the wrong side.
Yep.
That's going to mess both teams up if they don't change it.
What they'll do is they'll hit the ball over.
Yep. 66-60, right?
Yeah, 66-60. 65-60.
65-60.
But they're letting that go.
Boy, this is big. This could change the game right here.
It was nice. Full court pressure. They got Rogers in the backcourt. Nope, they get it over to Whitfield. Whitfield gets it over the timeline, and he is fouled.
If I'm Luers, I ask about the score because that can't be right.
Yeah, oh, it's not. I watched it happen to turn it on and flip it. J.J. Foster guilty of the personal foul. And Jake Whitfield is going to go to the free throw line. 21.7. The scoreboard reads 66-59.
And it's 65-66 now.
Now it's 66.
66 to.
Now it's wrong again. They've got one extra point up there.
Somebody's not doing a good job on the scoreboard at all right now. Here we go.
That happens. There we go. Now they got it. 66-60. That is correct. 21.7 on the clock, and the second free throw.
Whitfield has 14 points, a ton of rebounds, and he's a gutty of players you want to see. He's a heck of a little ball player.
Now they roll it in, and they're running out of time. Foster picks it up at the timeline. Stops, takes a look at Rogers, goes inside, throws it way out to Banks. Banks, long three from downtown, hits the iron, no good.
Oh, they're going to call another foul, so J.J. Foster in the right place at the right time.
12.4 on the clock, and the Bishop Luers Knights down by 7. Mishawaka Marian has survived an onslaught. The Knights, Bishop Luers got it within 3 and could not get any more. And they probably are fairly tired. When you're down 15, you've got to fight your way back. It's tough.
JJ's 1 out of 3 from the foul line.
Curry tipped, no good. Rebound pull over by Mishawaka Marian. 8 seconds to go. They get over to Rogers, and this thing's going to be over with.
Very impressive game by Mishawaka Marian. Very impressive. They're really outmanned here.
Throws it over the corner, and that's it. And Mishawaka Marian comes into the house of the Bishop Luers Knights and takes one away. 67-60 as the Knights just couldn't get over the hump. They won the second half, but they were so far down at halftime, couldn't make it up. So we'll be back with our post-game show, and you are listening to 106.3 FM WRDF Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 FM WRDI Napanee, Michiana. Welcome home to your family of faith.
This is Jason Schiffley, principal of Bishop Bringer High School. Students enter our school as children and emerge as adults, prepared to go out into the world with the tools necessary to become citizens of two worlds. Our enriched curriculum focuses on academics, service to the community, and participation in extracurricular activities, all while building on the foundation of our Catholic faith. Tuffy, our saintly mascot, reminds us that we are all called to be saints. Call us at 260-496-4700 or visit us online at bishopbringer.com to find out how you can become a Dwenger Saint.
Think of Briscoe Dentistry for your family's dental care. Dr. Todd Briscoe and team know that your body is more than just teeth and gums. Your oral health affects the performance ability of your entire body. And on the field or court, you want your body to perform at its best. So trust Dr. Briscoe and team to provide the ultimate in preventative, periodontal, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry. To optimize your body's performance, contact Dr. Briscoe at 260-486-9950 or on the web at briscoedentistry.com.
Welcome to our post-game show where the Mishawaka Marian Knights have won 67-60 over the Bishop Luers Knights, splitting the doubleheader tonight. The ladies for the Bishop Luers Knights won the earlier contest. And Redeemer Radio, they have one travel sponsor, and that's H&L Electric. They specialize in commercial electric needs for the business community. H&L Electric can handle the smallest or the largest of projects for your business. Call Pete Henry at 260-357-0123. You know, write this one down, and you're going to hear it all year long. It's 260-357-0123. And our post-game sponsor, we're right here. It's Bishop Luers High School, a Catholic educational community that instills in each student dignity, integrity, respect, and responsibility. You can catch the Luers spirit at www.bishopluers.org. Well, kind of a surprise, but when you come out flat, bad things happen, and the Knights had a 15-point deficit to make up. They got it within 7. They got it within 3 once, and that is as close as they got for the rest of the night.
What was interesting, Kenny, Luers had 18 points in the entire first half. They had 42 points in the second half. If they had scored like they did in the second half, they could have easily won this game. Mishawaka Marian scored 33 points in the first half, 34 in the second half, and another example of how they were just well-coached, balanced team. They played together. They didn't care who had the ball. What shocked me more than anything is how they stayed on the boards. I mean, those kids might not got of every rebound, but they battled the entire night on the boards, and they were very short in stature as compared to Bishop Luers.
The other thing that impressed me is this is their first game, and they didn't play like their first game. I bet you their practices were amazingly intense because these guys really got after it and didn't seem to run out of gas. You didn't see the guys stand with their hands on their hips or their hands on their knees like they're out of breath and stuff. They didn't go. How many deep? They only went 8 or 9 deep tonight.
Yes.
They used their whole bench.
And they had Rogers had 20, Blum had 18, and Whitfield 15. 3 guys in double figures for their first game. They're football players, so you know they're not in basketball shape. And I was very impressed because this is going to be a good Bishop Luers team. They got a lot of size, a lot of talent, and I think J.J. Foster he doesn't like any loss, but Kenny, he's going to use this for building from the idea of, hey guys, I don't care how good we're supposed to be, you have to come ready to play, and they weren't ready to play in the beginning, and it hurt them.
Yeah, they played a pretty good second half, but the first half was just too much. They were down, I think, 15 at halftime. So let's take our last 30-second break. We'll review some scoring and some thoughts. We'll let you know where we're at next. You're listening to Redeemer Radio, and we are at 106.3 FM, WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and 95.7 FM, WRDI, Napanee, Michiana.
Whether you fly a plane through the clouds or bake cookies with your kids, we want to give you more time to do what you love. Hi, this is Lisa Stauffer from First Federal Bank. Our checking accounts with online and mobile banking options let you do just that. Whether you're in the air or on the ground, ask us how you can get up to $150 when you open a new checking account and take advantage of these banking options. First Federal Bank, better together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're coming to them right now. We're back at Bishop Luers High School. And caught guy sneaking by us, and he looked up. And
Coach
said,
Rob Berger.
Come here. Coach, for the first game of the year, you got to be extremely pleased with how hard those kids played.
We were very shocked.
I was too. I mean, I guess I didn't know what to expect. You know, half of our team didn't even scrimmage.
I was
because they were playing football.
How many football players do you have?
Out of the 6 that we played, 3 of them.
Wow.
3 of them. So, you know, 2 weeks ago they were in the semi-state. Now they're 2 weeks from there, they're playing and couldn't be, like we said in the locker room, did we make mistakes? Yeah. Is there things we have to work on? Of course. But, the effort was there. And, we also told in the locker room, we've had some pretty good teams with some pretty good players that have come into this gym and just got smoked. And, you can tell this team that they've got here is going to be an outstanding team this year as well. They're big. They have quick guards that can shoot it. They play defense. And, we're extremely happy to get a victory here.
A couple things that we talked about that was so impressive. Your teamwork is just fantastic. You had 3 guys in double figures. You played great teamwork. And Luers has got to be disappointed with the size they had. You guys might not have got of every rebound, but you battled the entire night. They didn't worry about size, and those kids just hustled their tails off.
Well, thank you. And I mean, that's what we said. I mean, and, I think a lot of that comes from, I think that our football players having the success they did, they played on an outstanding team, and I think that's carrying over a little bit. And, they combined with some kids that, didn't play football, and it's a nice mix. We lost 4 out of 5 starters last year, and, just talking to people like yourselves, and, I didn't know if we were going to win a game this year, but I know I'm having fun coaching this group.
You're going to win a lot of games.
You're going to win. You got a good ball club there.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Talk about your guard. We were expecting him to have some trouble because Luers has got a couple of quick guards in Walker and Foster, but Rogers was absolutely, positively unfazed. Gets cool, got ice in his veins.
Well, I mean, he's kind of a secret, but he's the lone starter back for us from last year. And so he's got a lot of experience playing with, Devin Kennedy, our guard from last year that went to Princeton. So he's had a lot of experience, and he's really grasping, or he really wants to be the guy that leads our team this year. And, I told him, other than I didn't like him to make a free throw every now and then, I thought he did a really good job of handling it.
As good as he is, that was the only thing he did. He'll probably drive the bus back for you.
Yeah, I know where he's going to be practicing it. Tell us about your practices, because this is your first ball game of the year, and I just told Bob before you come out of the locker room, I don't think I want to be at their practice, because the way these guys play and play hard, you got to really work them intently.
Well, I like to think so, but, a lot of it's, them. They're very competitive. And, I think, a lot of people have talked, about our season last year, and, there's going to be a big dropout. There's going to be a big – they didn't want to hear that. They didn't want to hear that, so –
That's also motivation to kids when you say you're not going to be
as
good.
Yes, they hear it. They hear things. And so, like I said, it's a fun group. They do practice hard. They do get after it. And, I was, just like I said, we have things we got to clean up, no doubt. But the effort for 32 minutes.
Is this the way the Whitfield kid plays the whole year or in practice? Because he just wore me out. There's no quitting that young man.
And he was a 1,000-yard running back for him this year. So he does. And he battles. And again, he's been with us since his freshman year. And, he's been on the team since freshman year. And again, he wants to step up. He wants to step up and lead this group.
What was your thinking, or how did you approach their size?
Well, we tried to do the best we could. We play a lot of zone, staying in front of them where, it'd have to be a perfect lob. And, we wanted to make sure we definitely put a body on them. Worked out, I thought we did a decent job of that. And
did you think the rebounding? Because you guys really did a great job. It was fundamentals on rebounding.
Well, thanks. And no, I seeing them, I thought it was going to be a big concern for us. But again, if you play hard, sometimes little things kind of take care of themselves.
Well, your help side defense, especially on Curry early, was really impressive because you get him a little bit too deep in underneath the glass and stuff, and he couldn't quite do anything with it. Mind you, he's a freshman. He's played a lot of AAU ball. This is my first look at him and stuff. I know his parents, but I've never been able to watch him play basketball. Yeah. He's going to be really, really good. But you guys really kept him in check, especially in the first half.
Well, and again, what was impressive, we don't want to hold you up, but team basketball. I'm the old timer, and I love fundamental team basketball. And your kids, we said a couple times, at first it looked like Luers was the team that had to travel because you guys were, I know no excuses, but your kids came out from the get-go. We're here to win, and you could tell that right away. And they set the tone early.
Well, I appreciate it. And then, that's a big thing we try to preach. The first 3 minutes of each half are huge in setting a tone. And first half, I thought we did a good job, but I think they won an 8-0 run to start the second half. So we didn't really come out of the gate, in the second half. But again, we kind of got our feet back. And
it looked like the pressure, and then with not practicing much, the pressure got them a little worn out there at the end because of what you mentioned, that going from football to basketball is not easy.
No, it's a different kind of aerobic workout, and there's definitely. I think we're going to have guards, and I have a sophomore guard that dislocated his shoulder in the semi-state. Who's our starting point? Who will be our starting point guard this year? So, I think once we kind of get everything under us, we get him back in the fold in the next couple weeks. Hopefully we can handle pressure much better than we did at times tonight.
Well, with a little luck, since you're clear down here in Fort Wayne, Maiden Prairie, and South Bend Adams weren't bothered watching you tonight, didn't scout you any at all. So the Northern Indiana Conference has got a surprise coming in Mishawaka Marian, absolutely.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations, Coach. And tell the kids they are a fun team to watch, and good luck the entire year.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you stopping by. Rob Berger, head
thank
coach
you.
of the Mishawaka Marian.
Enjoy your trip home.
Yeah, be careful. It's they say freezing frog or something out there, some ugly thing to travel through. So, well, it's a Saturday, so probably.
Good night, Coach.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Okay, we need to go. That was a very.
I'll tell you, that was very nice.
Yeah, I stopped by and said, he looked at me and I went, yeah, absolutely.
And you can tell he's very excited, and he should be.
I would be too. So, our final thoughts of the night. Well, I think you heard them all. It's an interesting ball game tonight. The Bishop Luers Knights, the ladies win, the guys lose. And Bob and I will be back on the air
next Friday, I think. Kenny at Dwenger against Homestead. Is that right?
Yeah, it'll be our first chance to look at the boys.
And that'll be the boys
against last year's state champs, who were pretty much decimated with all their talent. But
and they're going to run into Mishawaka's problem with not having too many practices if they have any of the football players. And I know that Amarn Clark, one of the best running backs in the entire area, is a football player. So they're going to have a little trouble at first just getting their legs going. But, boy, if it's any idea of the way Mishawaka Marian, it could be a good omen for Dwenger also.
Yeah, it could be. So that'll be next Friday, December 11th. The Homestead Spartans come to the gym at Bishop Dwenger, and tip-off time scheduled for 7:25. Bear with us. You never know, because live is live, and sometimes the games in front of you go long, or some unforeseen surprises when you walk into the gym. So I'm Kenny Barr. He's Bob Mers, and we're going to call it a night. I think he's got some duties to attend to, and actually I do too tonight. So thank you, everybody, for listening. The guys back at the station did a fantastic job
as
tonight.
Usual. Thank you. You guys make our job so easy.
And thanks for listening, everybody. Be careful. God bless. And we will talk to you next Friday night.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. We give you thanks, O Lord, for the opportunity.